Managing with negative individuals is something we all face, whether it's in our working environments, family circles, or day-by-day social intuitive. These experiences can deplete our energy, challenge our passionate resilience, and indeed shake our sense of self. But Stoicism, an old reasoning that centers on internal strength, self-discipline, and perspective, offers a set of immortal apparatuses that can engage us to handle pessimism in a adjusted and mindful way. Nowadays, on Asterisk Impassive Path, we're jumping profound into stolid standards and hones that can assist you rise over pessimism and keep up your internal peace. Let's get begun. 1. Understanding the impassive approach to outside strength. At the heart of Stoicism lies a crucial idea, the qualification between what is inside our control and what is past it. The popular impassive logician Epictetus said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we are able continuously select how we react to them." Negative people, their comments, and their activities drop into the category of things past our control. The impassive approach isn't around changing other people's behavior or dodging negative circumstances. Instead, it's approximately preparing ourselves to control how we react. The minute we halt anticipating others to act a certain way, we free ourselves from dissatisfaction. The control lies not in dispensing with negativity, but in our capacity to direct how it influences. 2. The polarity of control. One of the key precepts of Stoicism is the polarity of control. The Stoics instruct us that ready to, as it were, control our claim actions, thoughts, and attitudes, not those of others. Let's take a real-world situation. Envision an associate continually criticizes your efforts at work. Stoicism would incite you to recognize that you can't alter their behavior. What you'll change, however, is your response to it. Rather than letting their cynicism get under your skin, remind yourself that their behavior stems from their possess issues, whether that's insecurity, stress, or dissatisfaction, and has small to do along with your inherent worth or execution. Once you acknowledge that their cynicism is exterior, your domain of control, you take absent its control to aggravate your inward peace. 3. Seeing negative behavior through an impassive focal point. A principal rule in Stoicism is that we translate circumstances and donate the meaning. It's not the occasions themselves that irritate us, but our judgments around them. Marcus Aurelius, one of Stoicism's most noteworthy thinkers, reflected on this broadly in his Reflections. He frequently composed around seeing the world for what it genuinely is, without being cleared absent by passionate responses or wrong recognition. When managing with negative people, try receiving a stolid attitude. Instead of labeling their activities as hurtful or malicious, view them as impartial occasion. Consider the plausibility that these individuals are acting out of pain, fear, or ignorance, rather than a considered deliberate to harm you. By reframing the situation, you take a step toward passionate freedom and can react more keenly. For instance, if a family part reliably puts down your achievements, rather than getting to be defensive, you might reflect, they are communicating their disappointment with life, not me. This cognitive move makes a difference. You keep up composure, protecting your enthusiastic state from being overpowered by another's pessimism. 4. Practicing mindfulness and self-reflection. Mindfulness is another basic hone that makes a difference. Us make a buffer between ourselves and outside cynicism. Within the warmth of the moment, when somebody is being negative or hostile, our intuitively response may be to counter or close down. But Stoicism empowers us to delay and reflect. Sometime recently, we respond. By being careful of your emotions, you can observe how you are feeling without getting caught up within the concentrated of the circumstance. For example, during an argument, instead of responding impulsively, practice the Stoic pause. Take a profound breath and inquire yourself, is this person's cynicism worth my piece of intellect? This minute of contemplation permits you to choose on a more composed and sound reaction. Everyday journaling, a hone prescribed by Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius, can moreover help in creating passionate mindfulness. Reflect on your intelligent with negative individuals. Compose down how you felt and analyze your reactions. Over time, this hone makes a difference. You recognize designs and refine your capacity to preserve poise in troublesome experiences. 5. The control of negative visualization. Another Stoic instrument you'll be able to utilize to handle pessimism is the hone of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum, the deliberation of disasters. This includes mulling over the worst-case situation and rationally planning for negative results. By visualizing circumstances where others might act negatively, you rationally get ready yourself to bargain with these experiences calmly and successfully. For instance, if you know that a certain colleague tends to criticize your thoughts in meetings, you can expect this behavior sometime recently. It happened. Envision how you'll react with beauty and without losing your mood. By planning for the worst, you build enthusiastic flexibility. When the expected cynicism comes, it won't be a surprise, and you will be prepared to handle it without letting it aggravate your inner adjust. 6. Recognizing the short life of negative experience. Stoicism instructs us to embrace a long-term viewpoint. When stood up to with negativity, remind yourself that this moment, however unpleasant, will pass. Marcus Aurelius regularly reflected on the brief nature of life and the detail of numerous occasions we get caught up in. Negative encounters are a blip within the broader scene of life. Remind yourself that what could appear noteworthy presently will likely be overlooked in a week, a month, or a year. By zooming out and seeing the short life of such moments, you debilitate their hold on your feelings. 7. Developing a circle of strong connections. Whereas Stoicism prompts us to handle pessimism with resilience, it moreover emphasizes the significance of encompassing ourselves with positive impacts. You cannot continuously maintain a strategic distance from negative people, but you'll be able to select to sustain connections with people who elevate and empower you. Epictetus once said, "The key is to keep company, as it were, with individuals who elevate you, whose nearness calls forward your best." Whereas this doesn't cruel abandoning each individual who communicates negativity, it does cruel being careful of how much time and vitality you contribute in certain connections. Adjust the unavoidable negative impacts with individuals who bring light and development into your life. A Stoic, therefore, balances strength against pessimism with the cognizant choice to cultivate inspiration in their social circle. 8. Grasping amor fati, loving destiny. One of the foremost significant impassive concepts is amor fati, the adore of destiny. It is the thought of grasping everything that happens, including encounters with negative people, as essential parts of your travel. Rather than loathing or standing up to negativity, you can select to see it as an opportunity for development. Once you acknowledge negative encounters as portion of life, you evacuate their sting. They gotten to be minutes to hone patience, build inward strength, and refine your stolid teach. By adoring fate, even the challenges of managing with troublesome individuals gotten to be openings for personal advancement. Within the end, negativity from others may be a reality we can't escape, but by applying impassive principles, we can change how we react to it. We do not have to be let the activities or words of others characterize us or crash our peace. By centering on what we will control, practicing mindfulness, embracing negative visualization, and supporting positive relationships, we develop strength. Stoicism offers a way to rise above negativity and keep up a sense of calm, no matter the outside circumstances. Remember, as Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that things. With the impassive approach, you've gotten to be the ace of your inward world, unmoved by the pessimism around you. Thank you for observing. And in case you found this video helpful, don't disregard to like, subscribe, and connect the Stolid Way community. Together, let's explore life with wisdom, tranquility, and quality.